Oh, kia ora e hoa. Haere mai. Come and join me. Have you heard of an organisation called Keep New Zealand Beautiful? Well, they're a team that work really hard trying to keep New Zealand beautiful. Do you know how they do that? Oh, they're very tidy Kiwis, and they want us to be tidy Kiwis too. Are you a tidy Kiwi? Well, this is their book, Kiki Kiwi and Friends, The Travelling Trash. And it's all about how we can be tidy Kiwis. Would you like this story today? Or make yourself nice and comfy, and we'll begin. Here we go. Kiki Kiwi ran through the bush on his speedy little legs. He was in a hurry to meet his friends for a picnic. Ouch! He cried, tripping over something. He looked around him, seeing a pile of empty cans dumped on the track. Some had dangerous sharp edges, which could hurt unsuspecting animals. Oh no! What litter critter would do this? He exclaimed. Why can't everyone do the right thing? Kiki quickly picked up the cans and put them in his bag to take to the recycling bin. Hey Puka, said Kiki to Puka Pukeko when they met outside the shop. Are you looking forward to our picnic at the beach? You bet, Puka replied. Sybil Seagull gave them a friendly squawk. She was loitering outside the shop, hoping to pick up some tasty scraps. At the shop, Kiki and Puka collected what they needed for the picnic. School had finished for the day, and some school kids were buying lollies, chips and ice blocks. The shop assistant put their treats in a blue plastic bag, and the school children wandered out into the sunshine. Kiki and Puka followed. Ahead of them, the school kids threw their wrappers in the bin and dropped the blue plastic bag on the ground. This annoyed Kiki. Hey, he yelled, what litter critter would do this? Why can't everyone do the right thing? Suddenly, a gust of wind swooped in and picked up the blue plastic bag. It darted up into the sky and sailed away. Don't worry, I'll catch it, Sybil cried, spreading her wings and taking flight. See you at the beach. Kiki and Puka set off for the beach. As they were walking, they saw Sybil flying high up above them with a blue plastic bag in her beak. Spotting a rubbish bin nearby, Kiki and Puka flapped and pointed, hoping Sybil would see the right place to put the bag. Kiki and Puka arrived at the beach at the same time as their friend Turi Tuatara. They were looking for a spot to set up their picnic when Tamati Turtle ambled up the beach to join them. Turi saw something poking out of the sand and went to inspect it. A chip packet, he announced, angrily pulling it out. What litter critter would do this? Screeched Kiki. Why can't everyone do the right thing? Sybil swooped in, looking exhausted and upset. I lost the blue plastic bag in the wind, she said. It blew down into the gutter, and I couldn't pick it up again because there were too many people around. Oh no, said Tamati. I hope it doesn't end up in the ocean. It's dreadful what's going on out there, he rasped. I gobbled what I thought was a tasty-looking jellyfish. Then I realised it was a plastic bag. My stomach has hurt ever since. Some little ones have died because the plastic clogs their stomachs. That's awful, cried Kiki. Why can't everyone do the right thing? Sybil looked worried. She felt bad that she had dropped the blue plastic bag. She had seen on her travels what happened with litter. She knew where the bag would end up. A black cloud moved overhead, and fat raindrops began to plop on their heads. The rain grew heavier as the sky darkened. Looks like we won't be having a picnic today, said Kiki. Let's come back tomorrow for our picnic, he called, as everyone scurried for cover. It rained for the rest of the afternoon. Water began to stream through the gutters as people hurriedly walked by. The rainwater picked up the blue plastic bag and swirled it down the street, collecting all the other gutter rubbish as well. It eventually swept the plastic bag into a big stormwater drain. The bag travelled quickly at first, through the darkness, then slower and slower until it emerged at the other end. It arrived at the same beach where Kiki and his friends had been. It was still raining the next day. The tide surged up high up the beach and snatched the blue plastic bag with its foamy arms, dragging it back down to the sea. The blue plastic bag bobbed on the waves, backwards and forwards like a surfer. It lay for hours wet and sandy on the beach as the tide retreated. Everyone walking past ignored the blue plastic bag, except for a few dogs who sniffed at it curiously. Kiki and his friends stayed dry at home, postponing their beach picnic for another day. The night sea finally sucked the blue plastic bag away from the beach and out into its current. By daybreak, it was far from shore. Back on the mainland, Kiki and his friends were discussing the cans Kiki had tripped over, the buried chip packet that Turi had found on the beach, and the blue plastic bag that had blown away. "It's so sad," said Kiki. "I wonder how many little sea creatures are sick right now because they have eaten litter by mistake." "It's disturbing," sighed Turi. "Distressing," exclaimed Puka. "Disgraceful," grunted Tamati. "Despicable," squawked Sybil. "What litter critter would do this?" cried Kiki. "Why can't everyone do the right thing?" "Let's do the right thing," declared Kiki. "Let's organise a beach clean-up day to stop more litter ending up in the ocean." "Great idea," agreed his friends. At sea, sunny and stormy days came and went. Plastic bottles and food containers floated past the blue plastic bag. Sea creatures struggled by, entangled in old fishing lines and nets. A fishing boat caught the blue plastic bag in its net and pulled it on board with the fish, but a fisherman hurled it back into the ocean. Fish nibbled small holes in the tatty blue plastic bag, thinking that it was food. Days, weeks, and even months passed. The blue plastic bag was again caught in a net hanging from the ship. This one was a huge international cargo ship, stacked high with containers. The blue plastic bag had journeyed a long way. A large wave slapped the side of the cargo ship, pulling the blue plastic bag free. With each passing day, the bag floated a little further out to sea until it reached its destination, the big ocean garbage patch, which is also known as a gyre. Surrounding the blue plastic bag were great clumps of knotty seaweed, tangled with foreign visitors. Plastic bottles once filled with lotion or shampoo, bottle caps, old shoes, styrofoam cups and plastic straws. This was a gathering place for litter that had travelled from faraway places, brought together by the ocean currents. Fish, sea mammals and seabirds fed on the pieces of trash, afterwards feeling sick and some even dying. And all because many people in many places didn't do the right thing. Like the school kids who threw their blue plastic bag on the ground, causing it to start its journey to this huge ocean garbage patch. Back at the beach, the sun was shining and the waves sparkled. Kiki and his friends were having their clean-up day. They put plastics, cans and paper into one big sack to recycle. Puka stalked up and down the beach, picking up other trash. Sybil flew along the beach in great swoops, gathering plastic bags in her sharp beak. She dropped the bags into Puka's sack. "At least these ones won't join the plastic soup in the middle of the ocean," she squawked. "Phew," said Kiki, looking around. "What a perfect spot for a picnic." Of course, they remembered to do the right thing by taking away all their trash, leaving nothing on the beach except their footprints. And the last page of the book is this one here. What did you do to be a tidy Kiwi today? Now, I bet your whanau and your school help you to be a tidy Kiwi. But maybe you could talk to your folks about some of the ways that you like to be a tidy Kiwi. Every time we reduce, reuse and recycle, we're helping, aren't we? And it's simple things like that. Maybe one day you could be a part of a big beach cleanup. I've done that before. It's lots of fun. It is hard work, and sometimes the beaches really are a mess. But every piece we put in the bin, or each piece that we reuse or recycle, we're making a difference. And I'm very proud of you and the tidy Kiwi you are. If you want to find out more about Kiki and all the things that Keep New Zealand Beautiful do to help keep New Zealand beautiful, visit knzb.org.nz. And come and visit me again soon, my little tidy Kiwi. I love it when you come to visit. Ka kite. Goodbye, my friend.